Yes, guys, welcome to the first episode of the JNM Podcast. This is take 2, as we've had a lot of issues trying to set this up. But yeah, like I said, this is our first podcast. Probably not going to be great quality, just because we're new to this stuff, so it will get better over time and whatnot. Also, excuse the grandma-looking sofa. We recently moved into this place. We still haven't properly furbished it the way we want to. So now that boring stuff is out of the way, this episode is just going to be like a Q&A basically. We asked you guys some questions on Instagram, or we asked you guys on Instagram to ask us some questions, which we're going to answer now. We've got 8 subjects, I think, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And yeah, we'll just go through them. So yeah, we'll start with merch again.
Merch again?
Yeah, okay. So, merchandise. Someone asked if we're going to sell it. So we've got these t-shirts here that we're both wearing. We've got a couple other designs. We've also got these mugs for ourselves. Now, we only got these
For ourselves
for now. We didn't have any plans on selling merchandise, but a lot of you guys did ask if we were going to sell it, because some of you said you'd like to buy some. But we don't just want to sell normal clothing like this, because we don't see it having a lot of value really, but we would like to do training gear instead. So
maybe grip socks, foam rollers, stuff like that.
Stuff like that as well, yeah. As like football training t-shirts and shorts and tracksuits and whatnot. So that is in our potential plans for the future, but we need to sort out a lot of stuff for that. But
yeah, well, I'm still shocked that people would buy merch of us.
It was
it's weird.
great. I mean, they do look good, to be fair.
Yeah, they are nice.
My graphic design is quality, but yeah. Right, is that out of the way? What was the next subject?
Well, we talked about brand.
Brand, yeah, right, yeah. Okay,
I'll just say all that again.
Yeah.
So basically, within like our brand, we started about 8 months ago, probably.
By the way, someone asked us how to build a football brand.
Yeah, and then basically, like obviously, our brand's based on social media, Instagram. We're starting on YouTube, podcasting, stuff like that. And basically, to be successful on social media, you just have to provide value every day, or as much as you can. And like, obviously, there's comedy of value or educational value, and we concentrate on educational
for the most part.
We sometimes throw in comedy, but rarely, because we're not that funny anyway. But like, yeah, you just have to focus on helping people, and don't focus on how many likes and comments you get, because obviously you want to build your brand, get more likes, but it's more important to help someone, to provide them, to teach them something new. And like, we've gone through phases where we've made 5 posts a day, 1 post a day. Currently we're doing 3 posts a day. 5 posts a day, our reach was the best, obviously, but the quality of the posts weren't always as good as they should be. But now, posting 3 times a day, it gives us enough time to plan out posts, make sure they're 100% good, stuff like that. And obviously, like, we're going to hit 30k soon on Instagram.
Yeah.
But we have like followers from all over the globe, America, India, so the time zones are all over the place. So we've gone through like 5 posts a day where we post like 12, 3, 6, and then 4 a.m. and 10 a.m. for example, for the other followers. But now we're posting 12, 3, 6 UK time, but I like posting in the morning, because I think like everyone, when they wake up, they go straight on their phone. And I like that when you go on your phone and the first thing you see on Instagram is a post from us.
Yeah.
And then we post again at night, so maybe like the first thing they see is us and the last thing they see. I think that's a good thing. But yeah, basically with a brand, you just want to provide value as much as you can.
Yeah.
Teach people, help them grow, and just don't focus on likes if you can. Like, I used to focus on likes a lot, because obviously I thought, for example, sometimes we make posts and they take an hour to make, maybe in 2 hours, and they don't do well in likes and comments. And then we make a quote post, which honestly takes 5 minutes, and that goes viral. But that's the way it is.
Yeah, so you spoke about the social media side of things there, but within a brand, that's probably what 30-40% of the work max.
Yeah. A
lot of it is, customer. What's the word called?
Satisfaction.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, basically just working with customers, customer care, to make sure they're all right. Obviously, most of our work is just creating training plans for our clients. But building a brand in any niche is hard. It probably took us, I think, 4 months for us to get our first client.
And that was free as well.
And that was free, yeah. We gave him a free month. And from there, we showed his results. He signed on after his free month. So he was our first paying client. But from his results, we advertised them. And then within a couple months, we probably had like 20 clients.
Yeah.
And it just kept on going from there. So it's just consistency, value, having a good product that you really trust and believe in to sell on. And what's the phrase called?
Quality over quantity. I don't know.
No, not that. It's when like customers talk about your brand.
Snowball effect. No.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But it's something like
Domino
that.
effect. I don't like
Something like that. It's when basically you provide a good enough value to someone that they tell their friend, and then from like it goes on from that. But for that, obviously, you have to have a good product.
But the one thing I forgot to say is on social media, DMs are massive.
Yeah.
Like you have to create a relationship with your followers. Like if you just randomly DM 5 followers a day and you create a relationship with them, you talk to them, and then they become not just a follower, but they become a fan, and then a fan can potentially turn into a client or even more.
And one thing that I've struggled with a lot was trying to not persuade necessarily, but try and sell to people who were never interested in buying in the first place. You can't always just sell to everyone. There are people from the get-go who are never interested in buying anything and never will be, whereas there's been a lot of people who we've never had any interaction with,
And they just
have just bought a lot of stuff off our store, been very happy, come back again, and we haven't had to advertise to them at all. They've just been willing customers. So it's just about...
Yeah, because and if someone DMs you saying, how can I lose weight, for example, whatever, and then you help them for free lose weight, and then they see that you know something, you have knowledge, and then they come back and they might pay. So if you help them for free, prove you have something to give to them, then they might come back for a second go.
If we continue talking like this, mate, we'll probably
Yeah, it'll be well long.
give ourselves out of a job. But yeah, what's the next subject anyway?
What should we talk about? Brand we've done. Mental health's a big subject.
I mean, there's loads of subjects we can talk about within mental health.
Yeah, mental. I would say dealing with injuries because we've both dealt with a lot of injuries in the last year.
Yeah. Well, you can start.
So-
You put in a bigger injury.
Whoever doesn't know or doesn't follow our story, me, Josh, I had ACL surgery in September last year. I got originally injured March last year, March 30th. And then I went to hospital, got X-ray, and they said my knee was fine, blah blah blah. And then after 2-3 weeks, like my knee was still in the same state. So through NHS, which in England is like the free healthcare.
Yeah.
So obviously there was like a wait list and whatnot, and I got the MRI scan, and it turned out I had a grade 2 or 3 ACL tear, which means I have to get surgery if I want to play sports again. So obviously I want to get the surgery. But like apart from that, I could walk, I could run, I could do everything in my daily life. I just couldn't play football. So obviously I wanted to get the surgery. So then I got the surgery on September the 18th. Everything went well. So it was great. I was out there and I went in the morning. Surgery was at 2. Slept the night and then went home next morning on crutches, and it was fine. And then I was in bed for like a week at home, wasn't I? But that's the first few weeks. Anyone who's had ACL surgery, the first few weeks are awful, pain wise, swelling wise. You just can't walk on your. You can walk on your leg, but like you're scared, and then stuff like that. But like with ACL, you have to start the physio as soon as possible. So I started physio like 4 or 5 days after my surgery. And the main thing with the start is just getting bend back and trying to walk as normally as possible, as soon as possible. So you start with 2 crutches, then you get on 1, and then just like that, and you progress. But the main thing is getting the bend back, which is hard because you're scared, obviously, to push your knee because you think it's going to like explode or something, and it feels like it's going to explode. But then, so stage 1 is just getting the bend back, putting more and more weight on your leg every day without overdoing it. Do you know the time we went food shopping? We went food shopping once, like 2 weeks after, and I was still on crutches, and we were walking for probably about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and when we got back in the car, my calf was so big, and then we got home and it was still bigger, so we went to the hospital, and they just said I'd overdone it, I'd walked too much. So you can't overdo it. Focus on getting the bend back, and then just physio, listen to your physio, don't be scared. He's not going to, or she or he, they're not going to give you an exercise that you can't do, because that's their job, they know what they have to do. And so like basically I got a list of exercises to do, and I was doing like 3-4 times a day, and then iced them. And if your physio says do them 3-4 times a day, do them 3-4 times a day. Don't do them twice, don't do them 5 times, do them 3-4 times a day, and do them every day, and just be consistent, because that first month's really important in ACL rehab. So yeah, but even today, like I have to stretch before training a match to get my knee fully loose and everything. Like if I don't stretch before training, it's really tight and I feel stiff, and that's probably going to be for the rest of my life. But that's just the way it is. But yeah, just do what your physio says. Don't skip a training session or don't skip an exercise. Do it all. It all matters. It all even the half squats that are really easy. Keep on doing them. And yeah, and the main thing is when you're getting your muscle back, you have to eat well, because all your muscle will go off your leg. So you have to eat enough protein, basically, just protein, to get your muscle back. And yeah, that's it. And you just can't rush ACL rehab. That's the one thing. Yeah. If you rush it, you're gonna hurt yourself.
After going through what you did, what are you doing now to prevent something like that happening again?
Well, the thing is though, like obviously, my legs. Like I used to focus on upper body, but now I would say I do 1 upper body session a week and probably like 3 legs. Yeah. The thing is though, you can have the strongest legs in the world. If someone stands on your foot and your knee bends, it's gonna tear. You can't do anything about it. So you can have really strong legs and you can still get an ACL injury, but you just need to focus on strengthening up your quad, your hamstring, your glutes, your calves, everything, all your muscles around your knee. But now I concentrate on injury prevention much more, mobility on my knee and just in general, and warming up before training, definitely. But like you can do everything right. You can do all these things, and you can still get an ACL tear from someone giving you a bad kick or tackle. But yeah, I definitely focus on warming up properly, stretching properly. Don't rush anything, any warm up. Don't rush it. Do it properly. Yeah. There, basically.
Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and talk through all of my injuries because we'll be here till tomorrow. But yeah, I just do want to emphasise that the injury prevention is really important. All of my injuries, well, one of my injuries, I had a bad groin injury. I do think was somewhat avoidable if I worked out more effectively
and didn't overtrain
up to that training session. Yeah, and I was overtraining. But obviously, from the injury, I learnt my lesson. I did my research a year ago or so, or whatnot. I've been doing research for years on it, but now I do know how to train effectively, and now we're both healthy.
Yeah,
getting to where we should be fitness-wise, because we're both still recovering from our injuries. But yeah, so many footballers make that mistake of going to the gym, training to be a bodybuilder, to get their physique to where they want to be.
Yeah, me and you used to train.
We used to train like that.
We used to train 15 times a week. Yeah. Football, gym, but in the gym, we weren't doing good stuff. We were doing
muscle splits.
We were doing like
push-pull workouts.
Bro splits.
Yeah, exactly.
Chest, arms.
Exactly.
Just don't do that. Focus, if you're a footballer and you want to go to the gym, focus on legs, injury prevention, and power.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to do bicep curls unless you want to look good for a girl. Basically, you don't need to do bicep curls. You need to focus on
the movements,
on your legs, and explosive movements.
Yeah, exactly.
And injury prevention. Like I never did an injury prevention session until I was like 18, probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's key.
I think we covered that.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Next subjects.
Dealing with injuries, we've done that. ACL rehab, we've done that.
Yeah.
Basically, we get a lot of DMs asking how to improve, for example, weak foot, how to improve heading, how to improve pinging a 50-yard pass. And the answer to all these different questions is the same. You just need to do it. You need to do that movement over and over again until you get it perfectly, like every single time. And like there's no, everyone expects to find a secret
drill.
A secret drill to get a really good or weak foot. Or secret drill to get faster. Like there's no secret formula or drill. You just have to work on it consistently, stick at it, do the right things. Obviously, like it's like when you're a baby and you want to it's like when you're a baby and you're starting to learn to walk. You learn to walk by walking, and you fall over, you hurt yourself, you cry, you hit your head, then you get back up and you walk again. It's like the same as, for example, trying to play the ball with your weak foot. You do it, you fail 10 times, but you still do it, and then you do it again. The next thing you only fail 5 times, and then the next you only fail 4 times, and you get better and better and better over time. There's no secret formula to anything in life, not just in football, in money, business, I don't know, family life. you have to do it over time, over and over and over and over again, and then you become good at it. Like walking, riding a bike, cooking. You do it over. The more you do it, like you when you cut my hair. Nathan's learned to cut my hair, and every time he cuts my hair, it gets better and better.
Yeah.
It's the same as that. It's the same as that.
But yeah, a lot of people seem to think that there's like some special drill that you should do on your weak foot. You just train normally as you would, the normal drills you do.
Yeah.
Just use your weak foot. It's
Don't be scared to fail.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like you see pros doing bad passes and bad touches, and they train every day. They have amazing coaches. Like no one can do everything without mistake. Obviously, the pros, if they try a simple pass 100 times, 99 times is a good pass. But they still make that one bad pass, that one bad touch. Like we were watching Chelsea last night, and Chelsea played really poor. Abraham had a bad game. But then he scored, I don't know how many goals this season. Yeah. One bad game, one bad touch doesn't make you a bad player. It's part of the game. You're going to have a bad game. You're going to have a bad touch.
Yeah.
What else should we do?
No, that's about it. What else? I can't even read your writing, mate.
Work or weak foot. I was like, general. We've done merch, mental health, JNM brand, ACL rehab, injury, practice, which we just did now.
Yeah. So that's all the subjects.
That's all the subjects that we did today. No, not really. What are we going to do today? We're going to...
Yeah. Today we've been trying to do this podcast for the last hour.
Yeah, that's taking time. We're going to do a leg session at home.
We're doing legs. We'll try and record that as well. We're doing a vlog at the moment.
And then we're going to pitch later.
We're going to a pitch later to train just us two again.
Because we had team training last night. Yeah. But there's no official date for next season. So we have like 3 team training sessions a week. And then all the other days we train individually. Because until there's no official start date, there's going to be no training properly every day. And everyone's just waiting on the start date for next season for things to start rolling, basically.
Yeah. Before we outro this podcast, I just want to quickly plug our website. Always in the link to the description if you want custom training plans, mentorship program. We've got our current 10-week plan, custom training, gym, diet plans for 10 weeks. It is on sale at the moment. What was the original price?
The original price was going to be £95, but it's now $64.99.
No, it's $64.99.
And you get 5 extra weeks. So you sign up for 10, but you get 15.
Yeah,
basically.
Exactly. Yeah. No brainer.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel because we're doing a vlog yesterday and today. It's like a 2-day vlog sort of thing. We did a vlog last week which did well. Yeah. We're going to try and do a few a week with some more content.
Depending on what you guys are listening to or watching too. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if you didn't. Tell us why. So if you're on Spotify,
this is on Spotify and iTunes.
Yeah, it'll be on Spotify as well. Yeah. If all goes well. So follow us or subscribe. I don't really know what they do on Spotify.
I think follow it.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you guys for listening to this first podcast. It will get better.
Yeah, we promise.
And we'll see you next time.